Welcome everybody to what's working now in 2026, the marketing priority playbook for landscape, hardscape, and outdoor living contractors. My name is Josh Blakeley. I'm the owner founder of Landscape and Hardscape Contractor Marketing. And really what we're going to talk through today is just a big picture overview of what's happening right now, middle of 2026, August 2026, to help businesses grow through their digital marketing. So we're going to be looking at facets. We're going to be looking at big changes that have been happening, the results we're seeing across the board in this industry for not just our clients, but with other agencies that we mastermind with, and our own properties, the things that we're running for ourselves as well. So to dive into this, we are green industry specialists in this. So big part of the business here is we're industry specific, so that we live and breathe this industry, and we're always on the lookout for what is going to make the biggest impact for our clients. So much so that I wrote a book called Backyard Empire on these digital marketing strategies. Of course, things are always changing in digital marketing, particularly with AI. So that's why I do these monthly online workshops, so that we can dive into the nitty-gritty details of the most pressing changes that are coming or about to come into place. So what this falls into, our strategy that we use for our clients is called the digital dominance method. So it's really working across all of these avenues here. The top left there, the SEO organic side of things. Now AI search is falling into that. That's part of that organic section there as well. And we're going to talk through some specifics with local services ads, particularly today as well. But really, if you implement and take on board what I'm going to be going through in this online workshop, you're going to get more business, and implementation is key. So make sure you're paying attention to it as well, and then choose the big picture things to work on. 2026, the must-know updates of what we're seeing happening now. Here are the kind of big picture overview before we go into the details of things that are happening right now. One of the biggest ones is the Google Local Services ads, the LSAs. They're going to be shifting this month into Google Ads platform. So if you're used to using the old dashboard for that, and it's a lot more simpler than the Google Ads management dashboard, then I'm going to be showing you some key areas there, some key impacts that are going to be happening. And really some other big changes. The Google Guarantee badge is gone. Just to quick updates around the LSA side of things there too. But now really also talking about the AI overview. So a big part of this is going to be looking at core AI search strategies and what these AI search tools. Google gives you an overview when you search now. And then there's ChatGPT, there's Claude, there's Perplexity, there's other channels there. So we'll be diving into that further. Particularly around that, what's happening with reviews and Google using AI itself to crawl. And like I said, we're going to dive into the AI search side of things there too. So let's talk about some really key things here as we're looking at this. What I wanted to do for this month's online workshop was give you a priority playbook. So showing you which avenues are the things that are moving the needle the most, but also giving you these key metrics so you can take a look at and understand what cost looks like, and what are free things you could be implementing. The approximate time that it takes to implement this, impact it has, and then the speed. How quickly do you tend to see the results for this? Something to always think about here is that when you've got something cheap, it's not always the same as easy. So we're going to be taking a look at that, and we've come up with our own scorecard system of pulling that together. So first of all, just some core foundational stuff that we're still seeing with contractors that we're speaking to each week is the professional email, just getting everything you can just to get your proper setup. And Google Workspaces, probably the quickest, easiest way to do it. It's an easy to use platform. Get that set up, get that connected into your domain address rather than just using like a personal Gmail. Just adds another level of professionalism to your business. phone tracking. If you're not tracking phone calls right now, you're missing out on a whole lot of data, which you can feed that into AI platforms to get feedback on, particularly the sales side of things too. But running a CRM that's collecting this information too. The more data points you've got in your business now in 2026, the more information you have to feed to platforms like Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, to get feedback on your business as a whole. So that's key. Making sure you've got a real business address. Now, when we say real, a couple of things there, like if you can get an office space and do that, fantastic. But having an address that can show, even if it's your house, for Google Business Profile ranking, adds another element to your ranking that you just can't get by not showing an address. Also, just a chance to show a little bit extra kind of credibility and trust factor to people. Then we're going to be talking about, name, address, phone. We call this NAP in digital marketing. Has always been important. Now it's actually really important still for these AI platforms here. So you want to make sure that you've got that same address on all your social platforms, on all the websites your business is listed, directories. The main social platforms are the big ones, and then your directories that are well known across the internet. That should be your priority. After making sure, obviously, your website and Google Business Profile is set that way, and the same phone number too. If you change phone numbers, make sure you get that in. And then really, this is mostly on the digital marketing side of things too, but branding out and about in the field when you're on a job site, the truck branding, employee branded shirts, yard signs in every job. You're already there, but these are just some of the areas that you can maximize side of things too. And really, a lot of these factors here are either not a big cost involved, or a once-off type of cost that's going to last for a while in regards to like the truck branding side of things there too. So we just see these having such a key impact and then foundational for great digital marketing. Then what we've done, we put together the impact, we call this the priority stack. So the impact of actually implementing these in the business. And really, key number one is answering every lead in under 5 minutes. Phone calls, you want that to be direct to a person within business hours as your minimum standard. If it's a form submission, you should have information set up to get texts and emails to yourself. And on the form submission side, you should have some automation in place to let that person know someone's going to be calling them, or something to start engaging a conversation, or even getting a calendar booking. But really, free to cheap, just to prioritize that, means that any leads that are coming in so far, you've got such a higher chance of closing them, and that's instantly a change in your sales and revenue structure. That's going to impact your business. Review engine, making sure that is something that's a continual process in your business. Manually outreaching to people is just what we see happening in this industry as being really important. There are some industries where automated text follow-ups and everything like that works pretty well. But when you're in such a business like this, where you're building that relationship as you work with the client and construct their outdoor space, you do want to have that more personal touch, and combine the review with photography, video, review testimonials where you can as well. The Google Business Profile, we already spoke about that a bit. Owning that, making sure that's there, is free. And then we've got the fourth part here, reactivating your database. So firstly, having a CRM that's tracking everything in your database is key, but to be building up something over time where you can keep people up to date with what you're doing through newsletters and email work as well. But even the occasional follow-up on something that's an offer you're presenting out there is a good way to do this. And email is free. Text messaging, you could do that as well. You have to be careful with that just to not get people thinking you're spam. But there's right ways and wrong ways to do this here. Then after this, we start to move into the other higher end page strategies. So you've got your ads, the way your website's set up, and then the proof engine. So I'm going to focus on that for a second. Number 8 there is building in a process where you are collecting content. So photos, videos, you're pushing that out onto YouTube, other social media, short form video platforms as well. It does take some time, but these are all massive trust factors. And the great thing with that is once you have that rolling through there, it actually flows through to most of those other channels. You're going to be getting reviews to combine with that. You can use it in your ads. You can use it on your website. So that's our overview of the priority stack. Just, if you're not sure what should you be focusing on, and what do you need to do in terms of budget, that's an overview that you can start implementing today. Now let's talk about this, the lead side of things. So we've researched the statistics for this here, and people are 7 times more likely to qualify within the first hour, and 21 times worse at 30 minutes than at 5 minutes. People are looking for companies they can trust and have great communication. That's such a factor people look for in contractors, and we see this coming through with surveys and reviews. So people are checking that, but also Google is watching these for any type, particularly local services ads. Google is looking at this here as well. So you want to make sure that that's taken care of. Missed call text back. That's a CRM feature most CRMs have. You basically want to have that in. Putting an AI voice in place, again, particularly for LSAs, if you're having trouble answering the phone, get that set up through a CRM or the specific AI voice platforms that can do that for you. The review engine, we're talking about this. So it used to be just how many reviews you have with a big ranking factor for local SEO, but velocity is becoming more and more important now. So you want fresh reviews coming through for your Google Business Profile as well. And then really after that, we're seeing Yelp as being the next biggest referenced platform. And there are some things happening with AI partnerships there as well. So after the Google Business Profile, getting Yelp reviews are the next most important review platform. Okay, and there's some benchmarks. I'm not going to go into all the details of that, but that's a bit of an outline that you could be sending through. One of the ways to do this is just to do a quick interview with your customer, and then transcribe that, send it back to them and ask them, hey, is this fine to post? This is what we talked about. You make it easy for them if you give them the wording, and they can edit it if they want. Google Business Profile. Category is absolutely important. We always say landscape designer is primary category, best primary category for landscape design build firms, and then landscaper being a close second. If you're full service, bring that into. There's other ones. There's lawn care, and then you get into the more specific services as well. But look up what you do and look at those categories yourself. We already talked through that. Get photos on your Google Business Profile. Our reactivation database there. But keep people updated on what your latest projects are doing. It's a visual industry. People want to see that. And some details around that. Now, I wanted to really spend some time on the local services ads here for this. Like I said, LSAs are getting merged into the Google Ads platform within the next couple of weeks as well. So whatever you've got, if you're running LSAs right now, export your reports from that. So you've got it. And then core things here, you still want to be making sure that you've got your reviews coming through for this as well. And like I said, the dashboard's going away, but also there is an option in LSAs to do manual bidding. Google is moving to their automated platform method for that, so that's not going to be an option anymore. How it sits, it's going to sit under Google Ads as a Performance Max campaign. You're now moving to that and learning how to use that platform as well. So just be aware of that. Log into that platform, start to take a look at it there, and we'll we'll be monitoring and checking how this looks as well, but it's still going to be a pay per lead system as it always has been. Couple of core things there as well. What this means now is, okay, what's going to happen with feeding back booked jobs through CRMs and the Google Ads platform. Those things we'll be monitoring as they come through in detail, but that's actually a good thing, because being able to give Google that data and the revenue generated from that is all information that we can use to help bid properly, bid more efficiently, and give you more conversions, better quality leads for better lead cost. So really, either you can learn it yourself, you can get someone in-house, or you can hire someone to do that there. So big factors here. Any key takeaways? Take a moment, look at that priority stack, see which of those top 1 or 2 it is that you want to be implementing for your business. That would be my highest recommendation to take now. And then we're going to keep moving through these. So now we're looking for what way we've heard phrased, and I like the phrase as an answer first website, because people are starting to ask AI platforms a lot more question-based searches. And these platforms, they're scouring the internet and they're collecting the information that they can for the services people are asking about in the areas they're asking about there. So what works great is get an interview about your business, get someone on your team to do it, really deep dive into how the business started, your back end processes, what happens with warranties, what do you promise to people, suppliers you work with, the things you're most proud of, the type of customer you want, the type of customer is not the right fit for you. Do this, you do an interview, and then you can use AI to break this up, and you can start putting this content out on your website and out on your social media profiles. There are some other key details there. Some of the back-end stuff, the schema is the technical SEO side as well, but you want to make sure that you've got that in there. And moving on then, number 7, to Google search ads. You got to be really careful with Google search, unless you're really strict on what you let Google do. It's easily going to blow your budget. Having keywords on broad match, unless you have a really strong negative keyword list, most cases, and conversion data, we don't recommend that as well. The other thing too, we see a lot of people who are running ads themselves, just putting it straight to a homepage. Big no-no. You want to have specific landing pages for your specific services set up around that. So if you're just doing a Google Smart campaign, really guys, you're better off just turning that off. And LSAs are going to be a better picture for you if you're just wanting to not have someone manage it and put that information in there. Of course, LSAs aren't always guaranteed that you're going to get the leads. There's a lot of factors that go into that as well. But Google Ads, it's not just something you could just give to Google and expect them to fix for you. They'll spend your money. Other things we see, you want to have negative lists for cheap DIY repair jobs, all that kind of stuff you don't want that people are searching. And you also want to be feeding back data to Google when you've booked appointments and when you've sold jobs as well. So there are a lot of CRM to do that properly and integrate there with Google Ads. Now, Google also owns YouTube. So when we pull this together in as well, you want to be making sure that you're starting to maximize YouTube. And obviously you need content. You need to have that content stuff taken care of. But putting this out there just means that you've got more brand recognition as well. But it's now another SEO, AEO source. And it's content you can put on your website to drive up engagement there as well. And of course, an email newsletter being sent out, you can send people to the actual video of the project, which is going to help them learn more about your business and see how you operate. Builds trust, and it puts you top of mind when people are looking for a company down the line. So do this for every job. Do as many as you can, really, and embed it on your website. Meta ads, whole different platform to running Google Ads as well. You're not getting search intent, but instead that you are trying to capture people's attention and making sure that you're using uh, authentic information about your business out here. Meta ads respond really well to businesses who have video of them sharing about how they operate, how they work on a job site, showing them a project that they've done, something that doesn't look quite like an ad, but putting this together and making sure you have pre-qualifiers in your questioning. You do need to pre-qualify a lot more with meta ads. And you can do that with meta ads lead forms. You can do that with forms on a specific landing page for Meta. But that's how we see meta ads really succeeding the best, when you have strong pre-qualification and then the better, more authentic, genuine content out there as well. So again, if you're not getting this stuff together, you're making this harder on yourself. It's gonna cost you more, and your lead quality is not going to be as high without those guidelines in place. Okay, now giving you some information. If you're looking to grow your business, people do ask me, what's an appropriate marketing budget, and there's other places that we've taken this data from, like the SBA, Small Business Association, on their recommendation around marketing spend for small businesses. And in this space, a growth budget, 7 to 8% of your revenue is something that you should be looking at. And if you're just looking to maintain the business, you can drop that down a little bit. But here's our rough guideline side of things. And again, I just put this out there, a 50 grand backyard pays for all of this. There's obviously profit margins and things to look at as well, but in terms of revenue growth, local services ads, you definitely want to be maxing out that as much as possible. And then moving into Google search. Those are definitely great platforms you want to be running to capture search intent. And when you have them set up right, you shouldn't be wasting money on that. So what happens when you're doing it properly is it might not be spending all of your budget, and then it actually means you have more budget to shift into other platforms, Meta being a great one there. And then at the foundational core, your website, SEO, AEO side of things is really important. At a benchmark, really those are your core priority for paying ads on platforms. After that, some other considerations are things like Yelp and House, but really until you've gotten this stuff really dialed in and set up well, these are those highest return on investment platforms that we see. And then at content and creative, if you need to pay someone to capture great video content, absolutely get that done. And then some sort of CRM systems to put in the background, or AI to help you with this as well. That's where that systems and CRM breakdown goes with things. So, just some simple math for it. If you fix a couple of things, your closing rate, for instance, the answering the phone, 30 leads turns from 20% into 30% close. You've now got 9 jobs over 6. And, if those jobs are 12 and a half grand on your average, being conservative here, you've already taken care of a whole chunk of extra potential marketing budget or other things you want to spend it on. So just to put some numbers to how different that first priority is, I put that together for us. So Playbook, an outline of time efficient planning you could put into place, is the fixing the leaks bucket side of things there too. Then the middle section here, doing what you can to really building out your existing assets, and then scale. Once you've got that foundation in place, the next 90 days, there's a plan for you to be working on. Then just to give you a time frame of what this might take, it's just to give you ideas on what's included on putting this together. Your setup costs, your hours each week managing it, and first learning what this costs for a year. This is just giving you an indication of how to do this properly, managing it all yourself. This is typically what it looks like, assuming you already know how to do it right. And then a comparison if you are paying someone in-house, what that looks like. I'm not going to run through all the details of these numbers here as well. But let's say that you're paying someone really well who knows what they're doing. Your potential salary is looking like that. But even if that was half the salary, comparing it to something, if you were using like a growth partner, here are the direct numbers, and you're not looking to do it yourself. So with a high quality marketing partner per month, you are looking somewhere between 2.5 to 10 grand to do that. And that would be including ad spend within those sections there as well. So I like to put the numbers to it. I do have this conversation with people, obviously a little biased because we run a marketing company, but to compare these things, it's important to take a look at this when you're looking at where to allocate budgets across your business. Okay. Next area, just the do not do's. I'll call these. If you have a follow-up problem, just getting more leak channels up and going is not the way to fix it. Fix the leak. Do that first. If you're getting all caught up on AI search, get the foundational SEO work done in place. There's a huge overlap between those. A lot of the same things that have been tried and true in SEO are still important for AI search. So don't neglect that. Get that together. Reviews, always have a plan. Have something consistent going here for that. If you're running ads yourself, do not send them to the home page. And if you're trying to do it all with your marketing, that's what we recommend. Stepping up, finding a partner who can do that for you. So some other free resources to help you guys with this. The LSA migration checklist, you can ask for that in the chat or send us a message if you're looking for a bit more detail and depth on how to get that ready as that happens over the next month. We have all of these online workshops set up on our YouTube channel. We have backyardempirebook.com. You can get that for free. You can also get a free listing up on Outdoor Spaces HQ to get another listing of your business online. But other than that, if you have any questions, I'm always happy to chat marketing and what's happening with strategies online. So feel free to reach out. You could do that in the comments, or if you want to give us a call and schedule time, we're more than happy to do that with you. So once again, my name is Josh Blakeley, Landscape and Hardscape Contractor Marketing. Have a fantastic day.